Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? Or spent minutes searching for your glasses, only to realize they were on your head? It happens to all of us. But as we age, these little moments of forgetfulness can start to feel frustrating. You might wonder, is this just normal aging, or is something else going on? Well, here's the truth. Your body could be telling you something important. Many people don't realize that a simple vitamin deficiency, something as small as vitamin B12, can have a big impact on memory, energy levels, and even mood. It's not just about feeling tired or forgetting names. It's about keeping your brain sharp, your nerves strong, and your body functioning the way it should. In today's video, we're going to talk about why vitamin B12 is crucial for your health, especially as you get older. You'll learn how a lack of B12 can lead to memory loss, nerve problems, and even serious health risks. But don't worry, because I'm also going to share practical, easy ways to boost your B12 levels and protect your mind and body as you age. Now, before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from? Comment below and share your city. I always enjoy hearing from you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips like these. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up next. 1. How vitamin B12 protects your nervous system and brain. Let's start with something important. Your nervous system is like the wiring in a house. Every nerve in your body is connected, sending signals back and forth between your brain and the rest of you. Now, imagine if the protective coating around those wires started to wear off. What would happen? Signals wouldn't travel properly, lights would flicker, and eventually, things would stop working altogether. That's exactly what happens when you don't have enough vitamin B12. This vitamin plays a crucial role in protecting your nerve fibers, ensuring that messages travel quickly and smoothly throughout your body. Without enough B12, the protective layer around your nerves, called the myelin sheath, begins to wear down. And once that starts happening, a lot can go wrong. You might feel numbness or tingling in your hands and feet. Maybe you've noticed that your balance isn't as good as it used to be. Or perhaps you feel slower, not just physically, but mentally, like your brain is working in slow motion. These are all signs that your nerves aren't getting the B12 they need. Now, let's talk about something even more serious, memory loss. A lack of B12 can actually shrink your brain. A study from Harvard Medical School found that people with low B12 levels experienced twice the rate of brain shrinkage compared to those with healthy levels. That's because B12 is responsible for keeping your brain cells healthy and functioning properly. If you've been forgetting things more often, struggling to concentrate, or feeling mentally foggy, it might not just be aging. It could be a sign of B12 deficiency. And here's the scary part. Long-term B12 deficiency can increase your risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. But it's not just your memory that suffers. Your mood can take a hit too. Have you been feeling irritable, anxious, or even depressed? It turns out that B12 plays a big role in producing dopamine and serotonin, the brain chemicals that help regulate mood. When your B12 levels drop, you might start feeling down for no reason or find yourself getting frustrated more easily. The good news is that B12 deficiency is easy to prevent once you know what to do. In the next section, I'll tell you how B12 supports your red blood cells and why that's so important for keeping your energy levels up. Stay with me. You won't want to miss this. 2. Vitamin B12 and red blood cells. Have you been feeling more tired than usual? Maybe you wake up in the morning already exhausted, or even small activities like climbing the stairs leave you out of breath. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many older adults struggle with low energy, and one big reason could be a lack of vitamin B12. Let's break it down simply. Vitamin B12 is essential for producing red blood cells. Think of red blood cells as tiny delivery trucks that carry oxygen throughout your body. Your muscles, brain, and organs all need oxygen to function properly. But without enough B12, your body can't make healthy red blood cells. This leads to a condition called megaloblastic anemia, where your red blood cells become too large and weak to do their job properly. When your red blood cells aren't working right, your body doesn't get enough oxygen. And without oxygen, you feel tired all the time, no matter how much sleep you get. You might also experience dizziness or lightheadedness when standing up, shortness of breath after even mild activity, pale or yellowish skin because your red blood cells aren't healthy, weakness and muscle fatigue, making daily tasks harder. Some people think that feeling tired all the time is just a normal part of aging. But here's the truth. It's not normal to feel exhausted every day. If you're dealing with constant fatigue, your body might be warning you that you need more B12. But that's not all. B12 is also crucial for your heart. When B12 levels are low, a harmful substance called homocysteine builds up in your blood. High homocysteine levels are linked to heart disease, strokes, and high blood pressure. In fact, studies have shown that people with high homocysteine have a 70% greater risk of cardiovascular problems. So, getting enough B12 isn't just about feeling more energetic, it's also about protecting your heart. If you want to keep your circulation strong and reduce your risk of heart disease, making sure your B12 levels are in check is a great place to start. Now that you understand how B12 affects your blood and energy levels, let's talk about why older adults are more likely to be deficient, even if they eat a healthy diet. The answer might surprise you. Stay with me, because this is something everyone over 50 needs to know. 3. Why older adults are more likely to be deficient in vitamin B12. You might be thinking, I eat well, so why would I be low in B12? That's a great question, and the answer is not just about what you eat. It's about how your body absorbs nutrients. As we get older, our stomach and digestive system change. Even if you eat plenty of foods that contain B12, your body might not be absorbing it the way it used to. And that's where the real problem starts. Here's something most people don't realize. Vitamin B12 is locked inside the food you eat. Your stomach produces acid and a special protein called intrinsic factor, which help break B12 out of food and absorb it into your bloodstream. But as you age, stomach acid levels drop, making it harder to extract B12 from food. Your body produces less intrinsic factor, meaning even if there's B12 in your diet, your body can't absorb it efficiently. Certain medications, like acid reflux drugs, diabetes medications, and some antibiotics, further reduce stomach acid and block B12 absorption. So, even if you eat a healthy diet, your body may still struggle to absorb enough B12, leading. Older adults aren't the only ones who need to be concerned about B12 deficiency. You're at higher risk if you are over 60. About 25% of people in this age group have trouble absorbing B12. Take acid reflux medications or metformin for diabetes. Have had stomach surgery or digestive conditions like gastritis. Follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, since B12 is mostly found in animal products. Drink a lot of alcohol, which can damage the stomach lining and reduce absorption. How do you know if you're deficient? Since B12 deficiency symptoms develop slowly, many people don't even realize they have a problem until it's serious. Some early warning signs include feeling tired or weak even after resting, forgetfulness and brain fog, tingling or numbness in hands and feet, mood swings, anxiety or irritability, dizziness or unsteady walking. The only way to know for sure if you're deficient is to get a simple blood test to check your B12 levels. If you've been feeling off lately, it might be worth asking your doctor about it. Now that you understand why B12 deficiency is so common in older adults, the next question is, what happens if you don't fix it? In the next section, we'll discuss the serious health risks of long-term B12 deficiency and why ignoring it can be dangerous. Stay with me. 4. The serious health risks of long-term vitamin B12 deficiency. Now, here's where things get serious. Many people don't think much about their B12 levels until the symptoms get too severe to ignore. And by that time, the damage might already be done. A long-term deficiency in B12 doesn't just make you tired or forgetful. It can cause permanent nerve damage, heart problems, and even increase your risk of dementia. Let's go over some of the most serious health risks of ignoring a B12 deficiency. 1. Permanent nerve damage and mobility issues. Remember how we talked about B12 being the protective layer around your nerves? If you go without enough B12 for too long, that protective layer starts to break down. And once nerves are damaged, they don't repair themselves easily. This can lead to chronic numbness and tingling in your hands and feet, weakened muscles, making it harder to stand or walk, loss of balance and coordination, leading to more falls, burning or sharp pain in your limbs. Some people with severe B12 deficiency end up needing a cane or walker because their nerves aren't working properly anymore. And the worst part? Once the nerve damage is done, it may not be reversible. 2. Memory loss and dementia risk. Think about this. If your brain isn't getting enough oxygen and nutrients, how well do you think it's going to function? Not very well. Studies show that low B12 levels are linked to faster brain shrinkage and a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease. If you've been feeling more forgetful, having trouble concentrating, or just feel mentally slower, your B12 levels might be the reason. A 2021 study found that older adults with low B12 levels were 4 times more likely to experience significant cognitive decline. That's a huge risk, and one that can be prevented by simply making sure you're getting enough of this important vitamin. 3. Increased risk of heart disease and stroke. Here's something most people don't know. B12 plays a big role in keeping your heart healthy. When you don't have enough B12, your body starts producing high levels of homocysteine, a harmful amino acid that damages your blood vessels. This can lead to high blood pressure, increased risk of heart attack or stroke, poor circulation, causing cold hands and feet. One study found that people with high homocysteine levels had a 70% greater risk of heart disease. So, if you want to protect your heart, keeping your B12 levels up is a must. 4. Mood disorders and depression. Have you been feeling down, anxious, or just not like yourself lately? A lack of B12 can affect your dopamine and serotonin levels, which control your mood. Symptoms of B12-related depression and anxiety include feeling irritable or easily frustrated, frequent mood swings, lack of motivation or energy, increased anxiety or panic attacks. The good news? Studies show that increasing B12 intake can significantly improve mood and emotional stability. In some cases, people who were diagnosed with depression felt better within weeks of boosting their B12 levels. Here's the bottom line. B12 deficiency is dangerous, but it's also completely preventable. The sooner you catch it, the easier it is to fix. Now that you know how serious B12 deficiency can be, the next step is figuring out how to fix it. In the next section, I'll share the best B12-rich foods to help you protect your brain, nerves, and overall health as you age. Don't go anywhere. You'll want to hear this. 5. The best B12-rich foods to protect your brain and body. Now that we know how important vitamin B12 is, the next big question is, how do you make sure you're getting enough? The good news is that B12 is found in many delicious, everyday foods. If you include the right foods in your diet, you can protect your memory, energy levels, and overall health without needing supplements, unless your doctor recommends them. Let's talk about the best natural sources of B12 that every older adult should be eating. 1. Deep sea fish, the ultimate brain booster. If you want to keep your brain sharp and alert, deep sea fish like salmon, tuna, sardines, and mackerel are some of the best choices. Why? Because these fish are packed with vitamin B12, which keeps your nerves and brain healthy. Omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA, which help prevent brain shrinkage and dementia. High-quality protein, which keeps your muscles strong as you age. Eating deep-sea fish 2 to 3 times a week can make a huge difference in your memory, focus, and even mood. The best choices for increasing your vitamin B12 intake include wild-caught salmon, sardines, tuna, and mackerel, as they are rich in both B12 and omega-3 fatty acids, which support brain and heart health. It is best to avoid fish high in mercury, such as king mackerel and swordfish, since excessive mercury intake can be harmful to the nervous system and overall well-being. 2. Eggs and dairy easy and nutritious. For those who don't eat a lot of meat, eggs and dairy are a great way to get more B12. Eggs contain B12, choline, and healthy fats, which improve brain function and memory. Milk, cheese, and yogurt provide B12 along with calcium and protein for strong bones and muscles. The best choices for boosting vitamin B12 intake include whole eggs, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese, as they provide essential nutrients that support brain function, bone health, and overall well-being. It is best to avoid highly processed cheeses with additives, as they often contain unhealthy preservatives and lower nutritional value compared to natural dairy products. 3. Lean meats, a B12 powerhouse. Meat is one of the richest sources of B12, especially beef liver, the highest natural source of B12. Lean beef, rich in B12 and iron for energy. Chicken and turkey, lighter options with good B12 levels. If you're not a fan of liver, don't worry. Regular cuts of beef, chicken, and turkey still provide plenty of B12. The best choices for maintaining healthy vitamin B12 levels include grass-fed beef, organic chicken, and turkey, as they are rich in high-quality protein and essential nutrients that support energy production and brain health. It is best to avoid highly processed meats like sausages and deli meats, as they often contain unhealthy preservatives, excessive sodium, and lower nutritional value. 4. Fortified foods, a great option for vegetarians. If you don't eat a lot of animal products, don't worry, you can still get B12 from fortified foods. These are foods that have B12 added to them to help people meet their daily needs. Some great options include fortified breakfast cereals. Look for ones with added B12. Fortified plant-based milk, like almond, soy, or oat milk with B12 added. Nutritional yeast, which has a cheesy flavor and is great for cooking. Best choices: low-sugar fortified cereals, unsweetened plant-based milk. Avoid sugary cereals that cause energy crashes. 5. Fermented foods support gut health for better absorption. Did you know that your gut health affects how well you absorb B12? If your gut isn't healthy, your body may struggle to use the B12 from food. That's why eating fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, and kefir can help improve B12 absorption and overall digestion. Best choices: plain yogurt, low-sodium sauerkraut, fermented soybeans. Avoid high-salt, heavily processed fermented foods. How much B12 do you actually need? The recommended daily amount of B12 for adults is 2.4 micrograms per day. But if you're over 50, experts suggest getting higher amounts since absorption decreases with age. A simple way to meet your daily B12 needs. One serving of salmon equals about 5 micrograms of B12, more than enough for the day. One egg plus a glass of milk equals about 1.5 micrograms, a great start. A bowl of fortified cereal equals about 6 micrograms, a good option for vegetarians. Now that you know which foods can boost your B12 levels, the next step is learning how to improve B12 absorption so your body can actually use it. Stick with me. I'll share 4 simple tricks that make a big difference. 6. How to improve vitamin B12 absorption, 4 simple tricks. Now that you know which foods are rich in B12, there's one more important thing to consider. Is your body actually absorbing it? As we age, our stomach's ability to absorb B12 decreases, and certain health conditions or medications can make it even worse. But don't worry, there are some simple things you can do to improve how well your body absorbs and uses B12. Here are 4 easy ways to make sure you're getting the most out of your B12 intake. 1. Pair B12 foods with vitamin C. Did you know that vitamin C can boost B12 absorption by up to 30%? This is because vitamin C helps break down food more effectively, allowing your body to extract more nutrients. Try these combinations for better absorption. Salmon with a squeeze of lemon, a glass of milk with kiwi, tomato and beef stir-fry. Just be sure not to take high doses of vitamin C supplements immediately after a meal, as excessive amounts can actually interfere with B12 absorption. 2. Avoid tea and coffee right after meals. This one might be tough for some people, but drinking tea or coffee right after eating can block B12 absorption. Why? Because tannins and caffeine in these drinks bind to B12 and prevent your body from using it. Best practice: wait at least 1 hour after meals before drinking tea or coffee. Drink herbal teas instead, like chamomile or peppermint, which don't interfere with B12 absorption. 3. Improve gut health with probiotics. Your gut plays a big role in absorbing B12, and if your gut bacteria are imbalanced, your body may struggle to process the B12 you eat. The solution? Eat more probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir. These foods support healthy digestion and help increase B12 absorption naturally. 4. Increase stomach acid naturally. Since stomach acid helps break down food and release B12, low stomach acid can lead to poor absorption. If you often feel bloated after meals or have indigestion, your stomach acid may be too low. Ways to improve stomach acid production: drink warm lemon water before meals. Eat more bitter greens like kale, arugula, and dandelion greens. Avoid drinking too much water during meals, as it dilutes stomach acid. For some people, food alone may not be enough. You may need a B12 supplement if you heavy checkmark are over 60, since absorption naturally declines. Heavy checkmark have digestive issues, like gastritis or IBS. Heavy checkmark, take acid reflux medication or metformin, which blocks B12 absorption. Heavy checkmark, follow a vegetarian or vegan diet. The good news? B12 supplements are safe, affordable, and highly effective. You can take it as a daily pill, a sublingual, under the tongue, tablet, or even as a monthly B12 shot if recommended by your doctor. We've covered a lot today, and now you have the knowledge to take control of your health. Vitamin B12 is one of the most important nutrients for aging adults, and by making small changes to your diet and lifestyle, you can keep your brain sharp and focused, protect your nerves from damage, boost your energy and strength, support your heart and circulation, improve your mood and mental well-being. If you found this information helpful, leave a comment below and let me know which B12-rich food you'll start eating more of. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family, because everyone deserves to know how to stay healthy as they age. Until next time, take care and stay healthy.